Hi, it is Ches, and I noticed something after I did those videos of the GI melody fix. I noticed something. Um, I'm just saying this off theory, but because 7 a variable of this in the final game is a fluffy clouds, right? Okay, so since it doesn't have the GI melody in here, I'm wondering if the code shifted in the final game. Because normally I think this might have been GI Melody. And here's a theory. This is why that they might have changed it to from GI Melody. Here's a theory. This might be not a reason, but this might be a way you can know that they changed it from GI Melody, which was the green one, to the Fluffy Clouds. Is that I think they shift the code to make it so it was 8 through what was it? It was like 8 through in the final game it's 8 through C, which would be green, red, blue. Oh, I don't know what B and C were. Shoot. Let me check something real quick. I don't remember what colors B and C were. I gotta check my old video. I don't remember. B and C. Oh yeah, I think it was B is probably the orange one, which is for what area is that? Desert Colossus, and the last one's for Shadow Temple one, or Nocturne of Shadow, which is in Kakariko graveyard or whatever. Now, um, so let me see. Let me explain this. So I'm saying it's like, so this GI melody over here in the beta, it would have been the fire one probably, but if you check in game, it's the green one. This one here. It doesn't load in the final game unless you like change like the codes, like you add code to it to make it so it loads. But which I did in the last video because someone fixed it for me. But this is green actually in the final game. So I'm thinking that 7 would have been the green one in the beta, and then 8 would have been the fire one. And that's why the colors are wrong in the final game because of that. So probably in the beta would have been like S7 would have been probably in the beta. 7 would have been green. 8 could have been red. 9 could have been water. Well, 9 could have been blue. A would have been orange, and then B would have been color is that? Purple. And maybe C would have been. Maybe there would have been a because there's a Prelude of Light unused one, but it's not used in the final game, so I'm not sure if they used that or not in the beta. But C could have been the yellow one. But in the final game, they shifted the code over. I guess to add fluffy clouds, I guess for some reason. So that's why probably 7 the final game is not a fluffy clouds instead of the green note in that cutscene area in that unused setup. That's just a guess though. It's in the unused setup of Sacred Forest Meadow. And it seems pretty odd that there's fluffy clouds here in the first place anyways. Like it seems like that would have just been like a developer thing. They just wanted to like change. And that's probably so I'm guessing so yeah. That's why fluffy clouds probably load here, because 7 probably used to be the green one. Okay, so in the final game, it's 8. So in the final game, 8 is the green one. 9, which let me say 9. 9 is red. A is blue. B is orange, and C is purple. And in the beta, it was probably 7 was green. 8 is red. 9 is blue. A is orange, and B is purple. So yeah, they probably moved it up a bit. in the final game. That's what I'm saying. So that's the point of this video. They moved the code up a bit for Actor 8C in the final game. Because I bet the beta was different. This is just a guess though, based off that variable 7 from the Sacred Forest medal. Because it's pretty odd that there's fluffy clouds there in the first place, and also that it's also odd that the colors are wrong in the final game. So that was like something I just noticed. Yeah, this is actually green in the final game. I bet in the beta was blue. That's what I'm saying. So yeah. Where's that? Where's Ice Cavern? Ice Cavern? Sorry, I forget what room it is. And then, yeah, this is, oh no, sorry, Chic. Wait, is this the first stage? Oh, there, oh, my bad. This one, the cutscene. This one is red in the final game, but I bet in the beta was blue. And then, yeah, this is red in the final game. And then, Desert, Colossus. So if you actually, if you want to, like, you probably will have to change the variables in the if you want to mod this into a ROM hack or something, if you want to like add it so like it's actually more correct, the colors, you probably have to change the variables just to fix it a bit, which I'm saying. Unless you want to change the game's code, which would probably be more pain. Because if you get rid of fluffy clouds, that would mess up some other areas. Like if you change it so fluffy clouds don't exist, that would be kind of hard. Well, that wouldn't be a good idea because it's used in like other areas like Hyrule ending cutscene and when like Link's like, well, it's in Hyrule Field, but it's like no model or something. Actually, I don't even know. Let me see what that area is. I mean, not model, but like the area doesn't show, but it's in Hyrule Field and it's like in the sky or something. But it's actually on Hyrule Field, and there's fluffy cloud actors there, so it's not a good idea just to like get rid of that and to like replace it with the green one, with the green note one. So this is this is red in the final. The color red, note or whatever. Where is it? Sorry. Oh, here it is. This one is blue in the final game, but it would probably be orange in the beta. So yeah, they must have added some code with the fluffy clouds in the final game. That is all. Also, let me show the shooting gallery area just before I stop it and before I end this video. This place is like crazy. We have 7, 8, 9, 10, B, C. Actually, if my theory, wait a minute. If it was different in the beta, that would mean that 7 would have been this. 7 would have been the green one here. But what would C be all the way here? Would the door time? No. Wait, little baby, what was it? Would the door time actually be here, I wonder? Or you need an object for that? Nah. Unless this was added later in development. And the fluffy cloud thing was just there, put on purpose. It was like, for testing. Maybe they were testing it in here. I don't know. I'm not sure. Because I know. So beta would have been like green, red, blue, orange, purple. The final would be this would be the beta way. The final would be green, red, blue, orange, and purple. I wonder. Yeah. I'm wondering if it was the beta way. I wonder if C actor even existed or what it was. Cause like that's weird. Cause I don't know. Actually, let me see something. Sorry. This is actually the highest, I think, height wise. Okay, that's it. Actually, maybe C was just not there in the beta. Maybe this whole thing wasn't even here at all in the beta. This whole setup. Who knows? That's it. Bye, guys. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to talk about because it was really interesting with the fluffy clouds. Peace.